Hey, welcome back to the Fit to Survive channel. So I have another set of custom Swiss Army knives here. And so these are in great contrast to each other. Got the all blacked out one, this one's all silver. And so a lot of cool things here I want to talk about, show you guys. We'll start with this one, the silver one. So this has titanium scales. They're plus scales, which means it has the tweezer slot right here. And the toothpick right here. And the ballpoint pin. And then lastly, underneath the corkscrew, there's also the needle slot. See right there. All right, so the first thing you'll probably notice is this has the butane lighter. So that's from the Swiss Flame, the Victorinox Swiss Flame. So it was sent to me by the guy who ordered this. So basically sent to me for repairs and of course for some modifications. So as I mentioned before, the Swiss Flame has come, just about all of them came from Victorinox with the lighter not working. And so we did some repairs on that, got the lighter working again. See there, I got the lighter working. And of course, we've done a lot of modifications to this knife. Some of these are actually a first for me, and so I'm really excited to show this to all of you. All right, so first of all, we've added the pruner blade. This is from a 93mm Swiss Army knife. And we place that opposite the original, this is the bottle opener. So this also has a modification here from Felix Imler. Basically, I saw this idea on his YouTube channel. Basically, the original wire stripper is worthless, and so you basically sharpen up and make it a lot sharper and actually effective as a wire stripper. If you haven't seen his channel, be sure to check that out. He has a lot of modifications that you can do to your Swiss Army knife without disassembling them. So definitely a really cool channel. All right, then the Spyderco blade for this knife. This is the Spyderco Rotary blade. I like the shape and design of this blade. It's definitely really unique. And what's really major advantage is that it doesn't have a very high profile. So if you compare that to the Spyderco Dragonfly blade, this really sticks out pretty high, whereas the Rotary blade does a great job of staying nice and slim with the rest of the tools. All right, then we have the metal file, the metal saw. In the middle is the butane lighter, which I've already shown. All right, next up is a first for me. These are the Wenger scissors. And this is the first time I've placed them in a 91mm Swiss Army knife. And so what's some major differences here is that you can see that the spring is not a small flimsy kind of bent piece of metal, but actually it has this piece which goes back to the original spring and basically gets its springiness from that. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Anyways, and then next up is also a first for me. This is the Wenger pliers. And so you can see it is double jointed here. So you make the pliers have a larger bite. You can make them back down like that. And so once again, this has that Wenger style of spring, which is different from the Victorinox style that they use for the pliers. I'll compare that here in just a second when we get to the black knife. All right, so make sure we get that closed down. And then we also have the electrician blade. So this came from also a 93mm Swiss Army knife. You see we've serrated the blade to give it a bit more utility, that we're not too redundant with a bunch of blades. And then lastly, we also have a Wenger can opener, which is also a first for me, placing this into a 91mm. So it was definitely kind of racking my brain trying to get this all set up to where all these Wenger tools would work in a 91mm Swiss Army knife. So on the back, we have the corkscrew, of course, the mini tool in that, then the small flathead screwdriver, and the multi-purpose hook. And then we have also the awl and reamer. All right, so you can see with the stainless tools, it does tend to be a bit of a fingerprint magnet. And so that's one of the disadvantages compared to having acid edge tools, kind of like on this one. All right, so we'll start again with the scales. These are also titanium. They've been flamed. That's why it has this dark gray color on the titanium. As a deep carrying pocket clip, also titanium, also has been flamed to match the scales. So this has the blue pick, the blue toothpick here, the blue tweezers on this side, and then here we have the can opener, which this is the original Victorinox can opener. And then we again have the bottle opener. So this is the original Victorinox wire stripper, basically without that Felix Imler mod. You can see it's literally just round, and yeah, basically it's not going to strip any wires. All right, then next up we have the Spyderco Dragonfly 2-blade, which again you can see here really well the acid etching and stone wash that we've done to these tools. So the advantage is you don't get any fingerprints on them, but you can get scuff marks because the acid etching can get scuffed off as you use it over time. And of course you also have the advantage of just, it kind of looks like you see here a bit cooler, maybe having the all blacked out or all dark tools. All right, this also has a Spyderco Rotary blade like the silver knife had. So this is basically a double Spydernox with both of those easily and readily accessible. I think it's really cool having the two Spyderco blades in one Swiss Army knife. All right, then we also have the metal file, the metal saw here. Next to that is the pharmaceutical spatula, but I was requested to slightly sharpen the edge of it. Basically meant for like opening packages. It's not sharp enough to cut like your finger or anything like that, but sharp enough to like cut open a package or cut through some tape. All right, this knife has the Victorinox pliers, which you can see now as a comparison. It has the kind of flimsier spring. I mean, it works just well, and it's easy to replace if that's necessary. But anyways, just so you can see kind of the comparison, this does not have the double jaws like the Wenger pliers had. And then the last tool here are the Victorinox scissors. And same thing, of course, you have the exact same spring, which again, like I said, is replaceable. They work well, just slightly different tools, comparing the Wenger and the scissor and Victorinox scissors. Right down the back here, we have the corkscrew. Once again, the mini tool in that. All right, then you have the awl, the reamer, and then lastly is the parcel hook or multi-purpose hook. Several names for that. All right, for the liners here, you can see we use some carbon fiber, basically just adding to the kind of the blacked out pattern. And so I think those look really great with the flame titanium scales. All right, so that is basically it for these two. Let me know what you think about, first of all, I guess the design. If you like the plain titanium, the silver titanium, or having the titanium flamed. Also what you think about having like dark liners compared to original aluminum liners. And then also with the tools. Do you like having stainless tools, or do you like the look of the acid etched with the possible risk of, you know, having your tools scuffed over time? And then also, since this is a first for me, let me know what you think about the Wenger scissors and the Wenger pliers. If that's something you like seeing in a 91 millimeter, for me, like I said, it's a first, and so definitely really cool adding these into a 91 millimeter Swiss Army knife. But I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, and so let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.